Consider it day one for the Ducks, but it was hardly a classic Civil War. With the Beavers standing in their way, Oregon churns out a win in classic fashion. Oregon State is now done for the year as recurring problems once again caught up to the Beavers in the second half. Could it be an Apple Cup win and the Huskies are going bowling? They were celebrating in the Palouse. The Trojans are bowl ineligible, but they finished their season in style in Pasadena against the Bruins. And the border clash in Tucson was an overtime affair that had the Devils throwing a block party. It's time to look ahead to the bowls, and we'll take a look back as well on this season finale of Inside the Pac.
Third and 6 from the Beaver 19. The Beavers pressuring again. Screen pass is caught by DJ Davis. Turns it back inside and takes it into the end zone for the touchdown.
It's a perfect 12-pack for the Ducks in the 114th Civil War as Oregon is now headed for the BCS national title game in Glendale, Arizona. As we get things going here, this week's AP poll, a little bit of a shocker here. Auburn knocks Oregon out of that top spot with 36 first-place votes. The Ducks are still tops in the coaches poll. TCU, Wisconsin, and Stanford round out the top 5. Michigan State, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Boise State finishes the regular season at number 10 with an 11-1 record. Hello and welcome to this season finale edition of Inside the Pac. I am Tom Ward. He is Nick Krupke, and our special guest this week, former Oregon receiver Cristin McLemore. C-Mac, thanks for being here, man.
Appreciate it, Tom. Love being here.
Well, you must be pinching yourself today after what you witnessed here at Reser Stadium on Saturday.
You know, it was an incredible day. To finish the season off undefeated, to end the season at Reser Stadium with a W like that, can't get much better than that.
Well, when we talk about the Oregon offense in this game, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner showed why they're the best 1-2 running back punch in the country. 267 yards combined and 4 total touchdowns.
Flip a coin, you can go with either one. You're going to have a great back there. So that's really nice going into this final game here, knowing that we have depth at the running back position, at the quarterback position, at the wide receiver position. Those key positions that you need that depth at.
Yeah, because honestly, there were times when LaMichael didn't look like he was at 100%. That ankle maybe still bothering him a little bit. Nick, OSU better in this game at the things that have troubled them this year. 7 for 16 on third down, 4 for 4 in the red zone. But the big problem was settling for field goals again, and that's been something we've seen
certainly
before.
Yeah, again, one of those bugaboos kind of all season long. Just couldn't quite get that second half when they really thought they had a chance to get in it. You don't go for it on fourth down a couple times, and then you get for the field goals, and that's where you wind up. And now, for the first time since 05, a losing season, no bowling. Hard to swallow for Beaver fans with that preseason ranking they had, but a lot of guys back. You got Katz back, Calhoun, the Rogers brothers, as James will come back and be healthy. You lose a lot, but certainly a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball coming back next year.
No question. Ryan Katz with the 3 interceptions. I'm sure that'll stick with him over the offseason as the Beavers now look towards 2011. But revenge is a dish best served cold. And after being prevented from winning the Pac-10 and a trip to the Rose Bowl the last 2 seasons by the Ducks, Oregon State had the opportunity to turn the tables and keep Oregon out of the BCS national title game in the 114th Civil War. A Reser Stadium record crowd, 46,469. You can say they were there for the Civil War, and it looked like old school against the future. The Beavs paying homage to the Giant Killers from '67. The Ducks donning the carbon fiber helmet. Scary start for OSU on the opening play. Ryan Katz crushed by Casey Matthews. He was down for a while trying to catch his breath and missed the rest of the drive that resulted in a punt. And this is what came out of it. Cliff Harris called the Beavers the little brother last week. Brandon Harden looking like the big bro here, though, rips the ball from Cliff. Jordan Poyer recovers for OSU at the 28. After Oregon State turned it over, the Ducks give it right back. Josh Huff in the backfield. Bad exchange between he and Darren Thomas. Keith Pankey jumps on it. And the Beavers turned this one into points on a 15-play drive that included a 3rd and 7 and a 4th and 1. Cats to Jaquiz Rogers on the swing pass. 6-yard score, make it 7-0 Oregon State. But the Ducks do respond with a 9-play drive. DT to Kenyon Barner. The nice over-the-shoulder grab as he comes out of the backfield to get the touchdown, 3 yards. But as always, the point after is pending. And Oregon lines it up. No fake here, but this one is blocked. So the Beavers keep the lead after 1 quarter of play, 7-6. Now the turnover party did continue into the second quarter. Another Cats pass tipped by Spencer Pasinger right into the hands of Talmadge Jackson. He takes it back 52 yards. Finally hauled down by Quiz at the 12. It led to a 36-yard field goal. Oregon on top, 9-7. Later in the second, LaMichael James caps off a 74-yard drive in less than 2 minutes. Gets to the edge and strolls in, 8-yard touch, 16-7 Oregon at the break. Third quarter, just when the Beavers thought they had a stop, how about this for an all-time fake? Michael Clay, the sophomore linebacker from San Jose, takes the direct snap and is off. 64-yard gain, that was huge, and silenced the Beaver fans. And the Ducks didn't waste the opportunity. A penalty backed them up, but Thomas feels the pressure, connects on the screen pass to DJ Davis. There's my DJ. Plenty of missed tackles by OSU. 19-yard back-breaking score, make it 23-7. To the fourth, after a crucial PI call on third down, number 24 went 23. Barner burning the Beavs on the 23-yard score. Ducks in front, 30-13, 133 yards rushing for Kenyon. Then number 21, James, picked up his school record 21st rushing touchdown of the year. LaMike, 134 yards on the ground, helping the Ducks earn a third straight victory in the series and a 12-0 record, 9-0 in the Pac-10. The Beavers suffered their first losing season since 2005, and there will be no bowl, and the Ducks get to celebrate at Reser for the second straight time. 37-20, Oregon's third straight win in the series. The Ducks are the third Pac-10 team to make the BCS national title game, the first since USC did it back-to-back in 04 and 05.
491 total yards, 346 of those coming on the ground game, and 1 year after breaking the conference rushing record as a freshman, LaMike does it again as a sophomore, 1,682, breaking former Beaver Steven Jackson's record. Some miscues, but a plus 13 turnover margin, 7th best in the country. 35 takeaways now on the year. That is best in the nation.
Well, Kristen, Jeff Mayle, who we didn't see in the highlights, had a chance to break your Oregon career record for touchdowns, sitting at 24. But you guys remain tied at 24 along with Keenan Howery. But it wasn't like Jeff Mayle didn't make some plays in this football game.
No, certainly. He had some plays that aren't going to show up in the statistics. He made some really good third down conversions. Those are key points in that game that, kept those drives alive.
Yeah, 7 catches, 86 yards versus Oregon State. Over the middle on comeback routes, and he always has a knack for finding extra yardage after he catches the ball.
Certainly. We call that rack yards, getting run after the catch yards, and Jeff is one of the best at it. He gets skinny, and he makes himself not a big target, and it's great to watch him operate out there.
Be surprised to see him go into that BCS title game and not get a touchdown there, though, right?
Right. Well, I was discussing with my father earlier, they get 2 or 3 more games a year, so hopefully with this last go around, Jeff will have a big day.
Well, your quick thoughts, just right off the bat here on Auburn in the BCS national title game and going up against Cam Newton.
I'm excited about it. There's always talk about the SEC and the Pac-10. And in my opinion, I think they're really going to get a good dose of what the Pac-10 operates like and how we do it out there.
Well, Nick, Oregon State never could quite put it together all season long. It was kind of a microcosm in this game yesterday.
Yeah, certainly games that thought they could have won that they really kind of let slip by. It held to just 90 net yards rushing. They forced the Beavs to the air, where Ryan Katz making his first Civil War start, 23 of 40 for 224, 2 scores, but also 3 picks as his second half of the season, the slide continued. All 3 of his INTs were the tip ball variety. The Ducks officially with 11 pass breakups, and how about Brandon Bear, that big wingspan, smacking 2 of them down. The first ricocheting into the hands there of Terrell Turner for the pick. Even Johnny Hecker's fake punt that turned into an interception went off the hands of Halahouni, and right there too, Michael Clay. 4 interceptions for the Ducks that tied a season high where they did it at ASU as well. The Talmadge pick was a tip. Boyette's came out of the air. And then in the second half, when Oregon State was seemingly still within reach, another Bear batted ball helped hold them to a field goal, where at that point right there, it seemed like Quiz was wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. You toss out that longest scoring drive time-wise of the season for the Beavers in the first quarter. They really kind of helped doom themselves. That red zone efficiency we talk about, settling for field goals twice in the second half. And afterward, when asked about not going forward on 4th down to open up the 4th, Coach Riley admitted maybe he would do things differently if we went back again. He wanted to get points out of it, but at that point you think, gosh, you really want to get 6.
Well,